15 things poor people do that the rich don't. It's not just about money. Being poor or rich is not always about the size of a paycheck. It's often about how people think, the habits they build, and the decisions they make daily. While circumstances beyond one's control can lead to poverty, certain behaviors and mentalities can keep people trapped in a cycle of lack, while others rise to abundance. This isn't about blaming the poor or glorifying the rich. It's about learning, reflecting, and hopefully shifting perspectives that might be holding us back. So, here are 15 key differences in mindset, actions, and habits that often distinguish the poor from the rich. 1. Poor people watch more TV, rich people read more books. It's easy to unwind in front of the TV after a hard day's work. But while the poor tend to spend hours watching reality shows, soaps, or comedy skits, the rich often invest that same time into reading, especially books about success, personal growth, business, or biographies of other successful people. Reading expands the mind, fuels creativity, and keeps the brain sharp. Knowledge opens doors, and the wealthy understand that. 2. Poor people focus on saving, rich people focus on earning. While saving is important, poor people often obsess over cutting costs, using discounts, and looking for freebies. They play defense. Rich people, on the other hand, think offensively. They ask, "How can I make more?" Not just, "How can I spend less?" They invest in income-producing assets, side hustles, or growth strategies. While saving pennies, the poor might be missing out on opportunities to earn dollars. 3. Poor people blame others. Rich people take responsibility. Blaming the government, the economy, or a bad boss can feel justified. But staying in blame mode gives away your power. Rich people don't waste time pointing fingers. They ask, "What can I do to change my outcome?" They own their mistakes, learn fast, and pivot. Responsibility breeds progress. 4. Poor people fear change. Rich people embrace it. Change can be scary. A new job, a business idea, moving cities, all come with risk. Poor people often stay in their comfort zone. Rich people know that growth requires discomfort. They embrace change, experiment, and adapt fast. They understand that clinging to the past is a guaranteed way to stay stuck. 5. Poor people think short-term. Rich people plan long-term. A poor mindset seeks instant gratification, payday loans, fast food, quick wins. A rich mindset delays pleasure for a bigger reward, investing instead of consuming, building skills today for future income, sacrificing now for peace tomorrow. Rich people are future-focused. 6. Poor people surround themselves with other poor mindsets. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Poor people often stay in toxic cycles, gossip circles, low-energy groups, complainers. The rich deliberately choose friends, mentors, and networks that inspire growth, ambition, and possibility. 7. Poor people think money is the root of evil. This one runs deep. Many poor people are taught that rich people are greedy, or that wanting money is selfish. This subconscious belief pushes money away. Rich people know that money is a tool. It amplifies who you already are. If you're generous, money helps you give more. If you're kind, it helps you do more. Please do well to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tips. 8. Poor people spend, rich people invest. Poor people buy liabilities, flashy phones, clothes, gadgets. Rich people buy assets, real estate, stocks, education, businesses. The poor ask, how much does it cost? The rich ask, what's the return? 9. Poor people work hard for money, rich people make money work for them. This is a tough one. Many poor people work long hours, multiple jobs, and still struggle. The rich often work smart. They build systems, businesses, investments, royalties that generate income even when they're sleeping. It's not about laziness, it's about strategy. 10. Poor people live to impress, rich people live to express. The poor often buy to show off, cars they can't afford, clothes they don't need, parties they can't sustain. The rich don't care as much for status symbols. They focus on freedom, legacy, and peace of mind. They don't dress to impress. They dress to progress. 11. Poor people fear losing money, rich people are willing to risk it. Fear of failure is one of the biggest traps. Poor people hoard, afraid to lose. Rich people know losing is part of the journey. They take calculated risks, learn fast from failures, and bounce back better. Their courage to lose often leads to bigger gains. 12. Poor people complain, rich people strategize. Poor people often complain about problems without acting. Rich people confront problems with solutions. Where the poor see roadblocks, the rich look for workarounds. Energy spent on complaining could be spent on innovating or pivoting. 13. Poor people wait for luck, rich people create opportunities. Waiting for a break, luck, or connection is passive. Rich people knock on doors, pitch ideas, learn new skills, and position themselves where opportunity finds them ready. They don't wait. They build. 14. Poor people avoid financial education, rich people seek it out. Many poor people never learn about budgeting, investing, or credit. They say, "I'm bad with money," and leave it there. Rich people study money. They read, take courses, hire advisors. They understand that financial literacy is power. 15. Poor people think they already know. Rich people are always learning. One dangerous trait of poverty is the belief that there's nothing new to learn. Rich people stay humble and curious. They evolve, study trends, attend seminars, and surround themselves with wisdom. Growth requires an open mind. Change your mind, change your life. The truth is, many rich people weren't born wealthy, but they developed habits, mindsets, and skills that pulled them out of poverty. And yes, systems, privilege, and injustice are real. But within that reality, each of us still has some power to shift our life. If any of these 15 habits feel familiar, don't feel judged, feel empowered. Awareness is the first step. From there, it's one mindset shift, one new habit, one bold move at a time. It's not about being rich, it's about being free. True wealth isn't just money, it's time, peace, health, relationships, and freedom to live on your terms. Break the cycle. Rewire the thinking. Rewrite your story. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tips. Thank you for watching.